How you guys doing? I'm Grandmaster Evan, and this is the Anonymous Republic Network. Question: how many of you ever tried to do a video and you're thinking your equipment's okay? You could record and everything else, but when you get done, it's never ain't there. You upload it, and it's not there. Okay. Now, I've been kind of noticing some videos being removed, and I feel like I'm being shadow banned by YouTube alone, not just YouTube, but also Facebook and Twitter. Now, I'm a kind of guy that holds nothing back, and I'm honest to the point here. I use my iPhone to do a video. I use the app Streamlabs. I usually do a video and come up pretty good. But I use my phone here. This is the HTC U11 Life. I see it's loading. Hope it's okay, but it's probably not. It'll probably be another failed uploading. We all have these questions in life. We all have these questions and wondering, and we ask with the word why, with a why. What's the reason for it? You know. Just yesterday, I watched a hearing with CEOs of Amazon, Apple, Google, and Facebook. This was a antitrust hearing, and I watched the whole thing. And 2 out of the 3, well, 3 out of the 4, or basically all of them, were really shaking their boots, except for them and Mark Zuckerberg. If you look at him, how you can pretty much tell by the way he blinks often, that he knows he's on the spot. They're asking him some pretty tough questions. YouTube, I mean, look, I love YouTube. It's a good platform to be on. I've been on it for almost 10 years. So, it'll be 9 years this November. I was talking about a story that happened a couple of years ago in Ohio. It was a town where the Civil War started in Ohio. In the 1880s, there was a school that was founded, and it was the first school to accept black people. In my opinion, awesome, great. Education. And there was a bakery that came out about the same time. Had a pretty good been around same time, 1880s. Well, all had a good relationship. Students, faculty went there and had bought cookies, candy, you name it, handmade. So over that time, about a couple years back, there was an incident where a young black youth, student probably, stole some wine. Shot her and stole a bottle of wine. Pretty size. So after a while, he saw the owner's grandson call 911. He went over, hit the phone in his hand, which is assault, by the way. And so after the kid takes off with the wine he didn't pay for. Common knowledge is, if you buy some liquor, say wine or beer or whatnot, you gotta show ID. But he didn't show ID, he didn't pay for it, he had no receipt. The kid took off. The owner's grandson, who worked there that day, went after him. He managed to catch up with him, tuck him down, hold him down until the police came. Then people saw, one thing they saw was a young black youth with a bottle of wine in his hand. He's running. The owner's grandson, who's white, chased after him. Okay? Now mind you, it don't matter what race you are or what creed, whatever it is. Shoplifting is a crime. Okay? A crime's a crime. If you shoplift, if you assault somebody, it's a crime. Okay? It doesn't matter if you're white, black, Hispanic, red, blue, green, yellow, whatever it is. If you assault somebody, it's a crime. That's a first degree assault. Or second degree assault. Or whatever it is we call it. But he shoplifted, which is a crime. How long he'll do, I don't know. But the young man got caught, got arrested, got charged with shoplifting and assault. People at school saw him as a victim. He's no victim. If you shoplift and you get tackled down, you're caught until the cops can come and arrest your ass. No. Cancer culture fuckers need to think, okay? You need to think. Before you jump the fucking gun, let the investigation happen. Let the people investigate. Okay? Let the authorities investigate, okay? Don't jump the gun. Don't let your teachers at the college put shit in your head. Because by then, you'll become an ass. So after a while, I left this mob of black students who got totally brainwashed by people at the college, elites and shit, blocked school. No, blocked the entrance of the bakery, calling the family a bunch of racist and white supremacists. Why? Because a young black student stole wine, took off after hitting the phone out of the owner's grandson, who called the cops and chased his ass, took him down until the cops took him away. Race had nothing to do with this, okay? Nothing to do with it. But if you're an idiot and you think it is, well, guess what? You're dumber than a box of rocks. You are more dumber than a doornail. Okay? So this mob with so much crap got the school to go along. Okay? Now, the young man wrote a letter saying it's not the baker's fault. He was shoplifting. Now, some of you that are watching this, I want you to think really hard before you start judging people. Because when you start judging people, it makes you look like an ass. And to your left-wing mob and your counterculture crap, go fuck yourself. So the kid got charged, tried, and convicted. He's doing some. He did some jail time for it. He wrote a letter stating it ain't the family bakery's fault. Why? Because he was shoplifting. The owner's grandson called the cop after seeing him shoplift. He went after the grandson, hit the phone in his hand, then took off. It's called stealing, people. It's called stealing. So, after a while, things died down a little bit. But it wasn't over. Okay, it wasn't over. The people at school still believed what these dumbasses said about what they saw. Whatever. So the family bakery filed a lawsuit against the school that they've had a relationship with for over 135 for a little over 135 years. So after this vicious court battle, the jury came back and was in favor of the family bakery because the kid wrote the letter. So the school had to shell out $44 million. Now, to you left-wing moms, I want you to remember the story here, okay? I want you to remember the story because maybe some sense can be put back in your fucking brain, okay, folks? Don't always judge a book by its cover. Do not jump to conclusions. Do not try to jump the shark, and surely don't try to jump the Grand Canyon without thinking. Okay? Now, the following of the story is, if you see a young black youth running from the store and the owner's grandson who worked at the family bakery chases the kid because he has a bottle of wine in his hand, remember, okay, don't judge a book by its cover until there's an investigation. Don't jump to, it's a race thing. Fuck you. Fuck you. Ain't no race thing. If you think that, you're a dumb motherfucker. Okay? You are. You are a dumb motherfucker who thinks, it's a race thing. Fuck you. Okay? Fuck you. So, remember, the college had to fork over $44 million. Okay? This left-wing mob of black students who thinks race is a crutch. Let's mob this family bakery and point at them and call them racist and white supremacists, which they jumped the gun. They jumped the shark. They thought they could jump the Grand Canyon by accusing the family bakery of racism and white supremacy. Okay? This is what happens when a school gets stupid and goes along and gets sued and has to fork over $44 million because some dumb shits went to the school, lied, which of course most of them do anyway. So the kid did some jail time. Okay. And the lesson learned from this is don't jump the gun, don't jump the gun, don't try jumping the shark, and don't try to jump the Grand Canyon, and never judge a book by its cover. Okay, now some of you might want to think before you get stupid, okay? Think before you get really, really stupid, okay? Because if if you assume it'll make you look like an ass. If you don't want to look like an ass, don't try jumping the gun. Don't try jumping the shark. And surely don't try jumping the Grand Canyon, because you might end up crashing face first into idiocracy and stupidity. Now, mind you, there's a lot of that lately. Cancer culture, left-wing mob, a village of idiots. The village of idiocracy, idiotic, moronic dumptions. Think before you act. Don't jump to conclusions. Don't assume a damn thing until there's a full-blown investigation. Okay? Now remember, think. Open your mind before you open your goddamn mouth. Think before you put your foot in your mouth. You may even take your own head and then shove it up your own ass. Because that's what the left-wing mob have been doing for the last 4 years. Open mouth, insert foot, take head, insert ass. I'm Grandmaster Evan, and this is the Anonymous Republic Network. If you're new to this channel, please share this video, subscribe, comment below, hit the bell for notification. And if you've got this transmission, you are the resistance. Remember, knowledge is free, knowledge is power. I love you guys. Always stay healthy and well and wise. Make sure you have coffee in the morning, because coffee is your best friend. Peace. And I'll see you all in the next video.